may have sinned, we confess before a congregation of the whole of humanity to ask you, oh Lord of hosts, to have mercy upon us. Because you must have mercy upon us. We have suffered enough. We have been subjugated enough. We have been tortured enough. We have been imprisoned enough. We did not do these people anything. Our only crime is to answer your name. Our only crime is to be born your children. Our only crime is to excel at everything that we place our hands into. Our only crime is to exhibit your glory and your blessing, which manifestedly is upon our lives every blessed day. That is why they want to kill us. That is why the British want to join those of them who don't know you to destroy your creation and your inheritance. You will not allow shame to befall your name. You will not allow the enemies to triumph over the lives of your children, because you created us to exist, to worship, to honor, and to praise you. That is exactly what we are going to do when this Biafra comes. It will come in truth and in every honesty, because we remain every blessed day whiter than white and whiter than snow. Is there any way that we have sinned that you cannot forgive us our trespasses, to enable us to fulfill your own word, which was spoken thousands of years ago, that instead of what you promised not to come to pass, that heaven and earth will cease to exist? You opened your mouth to bless mankind to the coming of Yeshua, who came here and said, let your kingdom come on earth as it is in heaven. Those words can never be in vain, because they are anchored upon your holiness and your magnificence. That is why in the end we know that Biafra will come, that these children that we have given birth to all over the world, and their children, and their children, and their children, as long as they give birth to them and they are Biafrans, they will worship you in truth and honesty. Through this very work we are doing, mankind will come to understand you. Let your miracle be wrought in our lives. Let us witness and behold your magnificence, your holiness, your mystery, and your grace under our command. O Lord of hosts, we call upon you. We call upon you to heal. We call upon you to provide succor to those of them who are inconsolable. We ask you to come and strengthen those who are weak. We ask you to restore hope where there is hopelessness. We ask you for inclusion where there is destitution. We ask you for one brotherhood, one camaraderie, one bone, one blood, and one flesh of your children. The Efiks and the Bibios, the Izon, the Shekiri, the Isobos, and also those of them from Isoko. We are traveling all the way to the lands of Igala. We are moving on from there to Idoma, to Igede, to the territories of the Igbo land. All these places we dedicate unto thee. All these lands of yours, we ask you to cover it with your mercy, because Biafra will come, and when it does, we will dance on the streets. I'm telling you, by the time that we are done, humanity will think that we are mad, we are drunk in your glory, and rightfully so, because your kingdom will come to rest upon this very earth. That very kingdom is the unadulterated, non-negotiable sovereignty of the Republic of Biafra, that your will may be fulfilled in our time. All this we pray, all this we ask for, in no other name apart from that name that belongs to you. He said,
the governor of the state himself obeys the sit at home on Monday. And then the civil servants that work in government house obey the sit at home. And government shut down on Mondays. It means the real governor of Southeast is Simon Ekpa, ruling the Southeast from Finland.
warmly invite you to our 2023 BIAFRA Self-Referendum Convention. This is first ever BIAFRA Self-Referendum Convention to take place in Helsinki, Finland. Dates: 20th and the 21st of October 2023. Venue: Mesukeskus, Helsinki. Time: 9 a.m. Helsinki, 11 p.m. Ebubia, BIAFRA Land. Whole day event. Special speakers: Prime Minister Ekpa Simon Njurko, BIAFRA Republic Government in Exile, and many more.
Friends all over the world, let us continue to support Eastern Security Network and BIAFRA Liberation Army. Every day they stand in the gap to defend us and only need our support to do the work they do. For the safety, security, and freedom of our communities, let us do this together. Go to www.ipobinUSA.org/DONATE. Also go to www.BIAFRAREPUBLICGov.org/DONATE, where you can pay your liberation tax. We also accept donations on PayPal and Zelle. Just use the email address BIAFRAGOV.org@gmail.com. For those in USA, we also accept donations or Cash App at $BIAFRAGOV. Freedom is not free, and together we restore it.
We warmly invite you to our 2023 BIAFRA Self-Referendum Convention. This is first ever BIAFRA Self-Referendum Convention to take place in Helsinki, Finland. Dates: 20th and the 21st of October 2023. Venue: Mesukeskus, Helsinki. Time: 9 a.m. Helsinki, 11 p.m. Ebubia, BIAFRA Land. Whole day event. Special speakers: Prime Minister Ekpa Simon Njurko, BIAFRA Republic Government in Exile, and many more.
The summary of it: is that we cannot run away from this stark reality that Nigeria has to be restructured. Whether it is the restructuring that gives more powers to states or a return to the regional arrangement of the past, or the restructuring that allows parts of the country that want to go and stand as independent nation. Whatever that restructuring means, we must not run away from it. And our position as bishop, and I must say now, I'm carrying you along as a diocese, is that if we continue to pretend that all is well, we will keep bleeding profusely. And very soon, there might be nothing called Nigeria. Instead of our killing ourselves under the pretext of remaining one indivisible nation. Some people say Nigeria's unity is non-negotiable. I want to say it is negotiable. This thing is like marriage. You don't force two people to get married. We have been forced into a marriage that is hurting us. And every day we are dying and pretending to be one. Please, instead of our killing ourselves, and there will be no Nigeria left, let us come to a round table like this. Bring Nigeria as a cake. Bring one big knife and share the cake. Share the cake. Share the cake.
We warmly invite you to our 2023 BIAFRA Self-Referendum Convention. This is first ever BIAFRA Self-Referendum Convention to take place in Helsinki, Finland. Dates: 20th and the 21st of October 2023. Venue: Messukeskus, Helsinki. Time: 9 a.m. Helsinki, 11 p.m. Ebubia, BIAFRA Land. Whole day event. Special speakers: Prime Minister Ekpa Simon Njurko, BIAFRA Republic Government in Exile, and many more.
To also, the criminals call themselves Ohanes and Igbo. The traditional or the political Igbo's who gathers all the time to discuss rubbish. You have become a political stooge, bastardizing our culture. And each time you gather and you discuss nothing about the cultural value of our people and of our nation, only about how to stop Simon Ekpa. The internal conflict you created is ongoing. Don't run away from it. You have all been bragging how you will do this and do that, and we have been trying to avoid the internal conflict you are bringing to us. But I have come to tell you again that we have embraced it. Do not run away from it. I was watching in the mirror yesterday where some of them were making those rubbish. I laugh. There is nothing you do that is hidden so long as you are stepping your foot on the ground, on the soil of Biafra land. I will watch you like a movie. There is no hiding place. But do not be surprised and ask a question. You brought upon yourself what is happening today. And this is just the beginning. Do not think that you have monopoly of violence. We said it that those people that are bringing the military to burn our villages, kill our women, burn our market, the time, this is your own turn. You are going to witness that thing that you did through the military. Izombe was raised, Ahiototo was raised. This is exactly the way all your homes will be raised. That thing you did to poor Biafra people in the name of politician, in the name of Igwe, Biafra people are going to do it to you. For the past 2 years, you have been burning markets, you have been burning villages, and raising them down. Of course, nobody has come to rescue the people you have rendered homeless. We will make all of you homeless before Biafra come. Every one of you will be homeless before Biafra come. Go and market. When we were telling you to stop burning markets, to stop burning villages, you thought we were making mouth. All of you, is it not social media? You make mouth in social media and that's it. I hope it is still mouth in social media. Oya gwara Marago. I hope it is still mouth on social media. Because you see those flames that you brought upon innocent women and children in Biafra land. We were sharing those things on social media. How you destroyed the means of livelihood of an average person in Imo State. To be precise. Burning markets anyhow. Bringing military to burn. Thinking that by doing that, we are going to abandon Biafra. Today we are stronger than ever. It did not stop us from fighting for Biafra. Rather, you made us more stronger, and you are bringing out the beast in us. So it is time for you to pay for the atrocities you have committed against innocent women, children, and some families, whom you have rendered useless and homeless today. It is time for you to go homeless. All of you will go homeless from A to Z. When it gets to your turn, you collect it and you go to Abuja and stay there. Or you go to Lagos and stay there. Till further notice, you cannot be burning people's villages, homes, and expect to enjoy yourself. It is not possible. The game has changed.
In the coming days,
the dimension of the Biafra liberation will change, and then we are going to make the announcement that will change the face of this liberation. So in a few days' time, every ear must be open. The liberation of Biafra is going to change. It's going to be very, very dangerous to some, and it is going to be very, very lovely to some. Those who say that they are going to be killing Biafra, is going to be very, very dangerous for them. More dangerous for them. Like they ever, as it has ever been. Those who believe in what we are doing, that we must fight our way through, it will be very, very peaceful and lovely for you. In the coming days, the dimension of the Biafra liberation will change, and then we are going to make the announcement that will change the face of this liberation. So in a few days' time, every ear must be open. The liberation of Biafra is going to change. It's going to be very, very dangerous to some, and it is going to be very, very lovely to some. Those who say that they are going to be killing Biafra, is going to be very, very dangerous for them. More dangerous for them. Like they ever, as it has ever been. Those who believe in what we are doing, that we must fight our way through, it will be very, very peaceful and lovely for you.
Human is God. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, good night, some of you, depending on your time zone. We bring you warm greetings from the Biafran Republic government in exile. Forgive my location today, and wherever we are, we must continue in what we know how to do best. Kudos to the media team, and kudos to the ministers in the studio. Salute you all, Vam Vam Vam, I see you. Ada Biafra, I see you. Chuk Survival, I see you. 247, I see you. And Sonny, I see you. And I see all Biafrans that are making sure the messages goes far and wide. Our message is very clear. It is neither Biafra nor any other thing. If you're not giving us Biafra, no other thing. So you must give us Biafra by fire, by force. Keep Mazen Nnamdi Kanu for now, and then wait to dance to the tune of the music, because we are coming out with a different dance. Some of you will dance and will not be able to know where you actually emanated from. We salute the formidability and the consistency, tenacity, and the determination and concentration and focus of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, wherever he is, because he is the reason why all of us still have the courage to speak of freedom. One Nigeria has bastardized what they say freedom, but it is the existence of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu that has made all of us to still remember that we can stand our ground and then talk about freedom. We salute the day you were born, the season, the time, the womb you came out from, and the loins, and also the location that you were born, because you were born for a reason at that very place. And that very reason which you were born of, you are fulfilling it in thousand and million times. We salute you, Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, the Amadike one of Biafra, the supreme leader of the indigenous people of Biafra. To our eternal leader, Dim Odumeku Ojukwu, we salute you. Your soul and your body is not at rest until Biafra is restored. Former president of Biafra, Philip Effiong, we salute you. Your soul is not at rest until Biafra is restored. And every other gallant men and women who made sure the January coup of 1966 started in the first place. It was because of the jihad, it was because of the corruption, it was because of the marginalization, it was because of the tyrannic government and the genocide that was ongoing that merited that January coup, which many people may not understand. It was for the interest of the entirety of one Nigeria, not for the interest of the Biafran people, not for the interest of the Yoruba people, not for the interest of the Hausa or Tifi people sectionally. No, it was for the collective interest of everyone in one Nigeria. But being that anywhere they see anything bad, they will use it to attack on us, because they see the light on the Biafran people. That is why they turn it into an Igbo coup. When you dig in, you see that there were northern and southern and western and middle beltland officials of the Nigerian army that partook in the coup. So we salute all those men and women that stood their ground for us to have a history to reckon with. If the children of those times were treated well, we wouldn't have been here to talk about Biafra. So that is in fulfillment of what Philip Effiong said, that if you don't treat the children of Biafra well, they will come back to haunt you, and this time they will be more monstrous than them that were there as at that time of 66 to 70s. And that we have come, and that we have become the worst beasts and monsters of the time that one Nigeria cannot be able to contend with. And that is why we come to the sole head of this Biafran Republic government in exile, the finisher, the Agony Chamber One of Biafra land, the Ikpoki of our time, the idiot of our time, the stone that the builders rejected, the Ekperimaristic Ekperima that has Ekperimarized every fool in one Nigeria for brains and wisdom to come back to them. We are talking of the indomitable PM of the Biafran people, the ambassador of Universal Peace Award. We salute you for your tenacity and for all you're doing for the Biafran people. While people are making noise, jumping up and down there, you are busy making sure there are diplomatic ties, there are political ties, there are every enactment and engagement that will move Biafra forward. We salute you. Your existence is one and comes in a lifetime. That is why we must continue in what we have to do, because it is Biafra or nothing else. We salute the Biafran people who have made sure the 3 weeks sit at home and curfew has come and completed in a grand style, without any film, without any nye, without any gbege. The Biafran people have done it again, and the whole world have seen the legitimacy of the Biafran Republic government in exile. Biafran people, both are to you because you have made Mazi Nnamdi Kanu proud. You have not abandoned him in times like this. You have not derailed. You have not made him to regret of even going in for Biafra in the first place. So I salute you all, the Biafran people, for standing your ground and for making sure everything is recorded. We thank also our armed forces, starting from the Navy, the Air Force, and the Biafran resistance fighters, who are making sure one Nigeria collect woto every day. May your days be long, and may your watches continue to stand strong. We will not forget those that are making sure the watches are reinforced 24/7. That is talking about the donors, those that uses their tithe and offering, their siblings, to make sure the army of Biafra are well funded and they have every weapon they need to be able to fight the enemies of Biafra. Thank you for your donations, and we encourage you to do more and to also encourage other people to come with more of such money, because we need them to be able to do more and more and more. We thank you all for joining us this evening. We have come to make sure the Biafran Liberation Mandate is pushed out there to the enemies so that they will understand that we are 1,000 steps forward while they are lacking. And we are not going to stop until Biafra is restored. We salute you all from wherever you're watching. Do us the favor of sharing, hitting the like button, and inviting other people in so that the message can go far and wide. Biafran Republic, peace, unity, progress, and equity. Here we come. Mazichuk Survival, I give you the mic. Make use of 3 minutes to do justice to the house. They will from here.
Thank you so much, my minister. I appreciate you for your good job and your kind and strong leadership in the media. Fellow Biafrans that are watching far and wide, wherever you are watching this program from, I appreciate you also, and I thank you for joining, more especially people that are watching from Biafra land. If you are watching up from Biafra land, my special thanks goes to you, because you are doing a great job, even though you are in a very difficult state. You are in a place where everything is working against you, and yet you spend your time to watch us and follow up. I say, may Chukwu Okike Abiama continue to guide you and protect you. I also appreciate every Biafran across the world that is still standing firm, that are unshakable, regardless the wave you see, regardless the rumors, regardless the propaganda and attack. You are standing firm, doing what you need to do. I say, may Chukwu Okike Abiama continue to guide and protect you. I appreciate all our media warriors, my fellow comrades that are doing the needful on daily basis. Some of us coming 247, some of us coming 3 times a day, 2 times a day. May Chukwu Okike Abiama continue to strengthen you. I also appreciate all the people that are working in the Biafra Republic government in exile, every member of the cabinet. I appreciate them for their strong work. We can see the effect of their work. Whatever they are doing is having a strong effect. Anybody that says they are not seeing the success that we made so far is either the person is an enemy or the person is not deceiving him or herself. And also, I appreciate all the members of Homoada that are doing great, doing what they are supposed to do. I pray that Chukwu Okike Abiama will continue to strengthen them. I also appreciate, most importantly, my Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Ekpa, who is in the war front, taking the bullet for every one of us. He is working around the clock. When he told us that he is 50 men in one, we didn't know what he meant until now. We found out that he's even more than 50 men. I appreciate you, my Prime Minister, wherever you are, and I pray that Chukwu Okike Abiama will increase your strength, increase your wisdom, increase your mental toughness, and give you that 2,000 men wisdom so that you can take decision at the right time. I appreciate my supreme leader, Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, wherever you are watching us from. I know you are with us, even though you are not around, you can see us, you can hear from us. We know very well that you can hear us. You know what is going on. No matter how they try to cage you, no matter how to try to take you away from information, we believe that Chukwu Okike Abiama is not leaving you without information. Wherever Mazen Nnamdi Kanu is, we appreciate him, and we pray that Chukwu Okike Abiama will keep him and bring him so that we can celebrate him as a hero alive. So my fellow BIAFRANs that are watching far and wide, we have come once again, as we always do, doing what we have assigned to do. Every one of us in this Biafra has taken up a responsibility. If you have not taken any, please do take a responsibility. Pick something you'll be doing for Biafra. If you have not found something that you are doing, pick something, no matter how little. If you are genuinely a Biafran and you want your freedom, there must be something you will say. Assuming Mazen Nnamdi Kanu appears before you and say, give the account of your stewardship. What are you going to present? I want you to think deep about that. If there is nothing you are doing that you're going to present as your stewardship, please pick up something and begin to do it. I pray that Chukwu Okike Abiama, who called us, will give all the strength to move on as we are getting to the end of the road where the light will shine. We will all get there together and nobody will left behind. Thank you, my minister.
Thank you, my Chineke. Pastor Vam Vam Vam, you have the mic, please.
Can you hear me?
Loud and clear.
All right. Yeah, fellow Biafrans, I want to greet all of you. I want to observe the protocol in the house. Thank you, Minister of Information, Biafra Republic of in Exile. Thank you, my fellow cabinet member, Mazi Ugo, and Biafra 247, and my fellow cabinet member, to Survivor, our mommy in the house, Nwada Biafra. I appreciate you. Thank you for, making this evening. And I want to appreciate Biafrans that are always there, doing the needful and obeying the instruction of our Prime Minister, Odogu Adigo Kogade. And Biafrans, you can see that Odogu Adigo Kogade, even the zoo, they can confirm Odogu Adigo Kogade. If anybody told them that this dragon have the potential of pulling down a whole zoo kingdom, Father, Makita, when we told them, don't get me half Vunanya, they thought we were joking, but it's happening today. So I want to tell you all, be resolute, be steadfast, remain focused. Our Prime Minister, he knows the way. He will lead us to Biafra. Mazen Nnamdi Kanu have put his confidence in this man. And he told us that it is forbidden to ever distract him. It is forbidden. And so if you know and you love and you trust Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, the only way you can show it is to obey every instruction coming from this government. Because this government that is formed by our Prime Minister is the instruction that came from Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. We have all seen all the messages, everything. So he is an obedient disciple. And if you want to get to this Canaan land that we are all looking for, follow him who know road. I am double tasking here. I don't know. Sometimes English as I'm going to listen. Honestly, I am doing double things as I'm talking to you right now. I'm in a meeting and at the same time, and I'm in this particular broadcast. You won't believe it, but that's what we do for Biafra. My brethren, let us move. Let us follow the road that leads to Biafra, which our Prime Minister actually knows the way. Do not allow anything distract you, especially at this time. Because our Prime Minister told us at the time, he said, any one of you that have found yourself where you are right now in this government, count yourself lucky, count yourself blessed. If you are in this movement now and you are on the right side, you are not among the Nzama, you are not among the fallen demons, you are not among the accountabilities, you are not among the Indofen Kupu, the Ukumango. If you are among the children of heaven, that's why the public government in exile. Count yourself blessed. You are going to rejoice. Thank you very much. We'll move.
Thank you, Machineke. Ada Biafra, you have the mic.
Thank you, my information minister. Good evening, all my colleagues in the house. I thank you all for being present. You are all wonderful people, individually and collectively. I thank all the Biafrans all over the world, especially those in the zoo, still in the zoo. But very soon we will get our nation. I thank those of you who are doing the sit at home. You people have been wonderful and very resilient. It is because of you that the world will know that your sit at home represents our referendum on one hand, and on the other hand, that you people want your leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, to be released. I thank you so much. I thank the Omwadas, especially the defense minister, Mrs. Azoka. I thank all the Omwadas. Thank especially Meji Buago, our prime minister, the best organizer I have seen in this dispensation. He knows how to organize things. I thank him. Special thanks goes to him. Well, my people, you see, we are here every other 2 days in a week to speak to you people. Do not relent. We are all here together. Biafra is something that touches and concerns us. We can never go back. This is our religion. We should all evangelize together. It is our religion. We have crossed the Rubicon so many miles away. There is no going back for us. I thank my group. They are wonderful men and women. Sometimes you will see them at night, in the afternoon, in the morning broadcasting, especially Mr. Chuk Survival. He is very, very hardworking. So my people, I appreciate all of you. We learn from each other, but we should work together. They say Biafra government in exile, peace, love, unity, and equity. We should remain focused. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
They will. Magic 247. When you come back from the other room, you let us know. And we must continue. We appreciate all your friends once again. And before we go forward, we want to start something from here. We want to start something from here. We want to start something from here. What is his name? Okay, Komi. Okay. Okay, Komi.
more they attack me, the stronger I become. Because it is like you are pouring fuel in the strength that is in me. So bring it on. But I'm telling you today that we have been able to defeat them. We have and defeated them. What we have done to Nigeria and their agent in Biafra struggle is that we gathered them together.
Welcome back. We just want to remind Biafrans something before we go forward. You see, when you look at the legal team of Mazen Namdekano, and then you look at this man that they call a erudite, Jose Kome or Kokome. Where is your face on the screen? Your face don't disappear. Okay. All right. Okay, Kome was kidnapped by whether Fulani terrorists or whether political miscreants or whether jobbers that were given contracts to do job. We don't know who kidnapped him and what he was kidnapped for. But when Okekome was kidnapped, and Okekome stayed in detention of the kidnappers and later came out, Okekome was quoting all the laws of this war. Okekome was quoting all the constitution of Nigeria. Okekome was making comparison of America and UK and Europe and Asia to one Nigerian contraption. Okekome asked for a state of emergency in one Nigeria because he was kidnapped.
Wait, is it Okekome or is it? Is it Okekome?
Because of how useless they have become, just like MNK say, they carry wig, they wear white wig on their head, and then they go to court, they carry books that they know nothing. They only carry the book, go there, file the paper, sit down, look. And then when they call them court, they stand up, they say it is done, let us go home. Exactly what they did whether yesterday or the day before yesterday. So we don't need to look for the correct pronunciation of his name because he has become Okoko. So Okokome. So this Okokome quoted all the laws of international community for us. Okokome told us that he is protesting and requesting for a state of emergency to be declared in Nigeria. Why? Because he was kidnapped. And even when he was released, he was then telling you that Nigeria is not a nation, that it is an entity, it is a contraption, that you can't even call it even country itself. Okekome opened all the terminologies that he knew. He opened the Oxford Dictionary, he opened the one of Pennsylvania, he opened all the encyclopedia. Okekome read everything in this world to convince everybody on the media to understand that he was kidnapped and that he is out and that they should make sure justice played. Then they had to go and look for the Anti-Torture Act of 2017, which implies that if you have any conspiracy thought, Adabiafra, if you're on phone, you mute yourself, please, because the voice they come out.
Okay, sorry.
If you have any conspiracy thought, or you even sit on the year where they plan, say they want to go kidnap person, or you even stand, they look, you see where they kidnap person, you know, come talk. Or you even saw when they blindfolded Mazen Namdekano, you know, come talk. The Anti-Torture Act of Nigeria say, then if you still come be part and parcel of it, you'll be part of the people who go do the kidnapping, the torture, that you will face 20-year terms and above. So on that precedence, and their judiciary ruled that Okekome has to flog his kidnappers with 20 years jail term. Today, the table has turned round that Okekome has to be the one to come and defend Mazi Nnamdi Kanu for being kidnapped by one Nigerian terrorist government. Okekome got to court. Okekome, instead of saying they should declare that same state of emergency, which he said they should declare in his own time, he is now telling us that we should come and make peace with one Nigeria. Okekome is now coming to read Bible, to preach that there is unity and that we should unite. Okekome don't remember everything that he said before when it concerns his own life. So, as a true survival, I will carry mic. Do justice to Okekome.
Thank you so much, my Minister of Information. See, the case of this man, Michael Zekome, is really a pitiable one. And it's that when you see this kind of people fall and disgrace themselves, you pity Nigeria. It is because of this situation that we must get out of the zoo. Because for you to function in Nigeria, you must first of all take away your brain, remove your brain and throw it to the dustbin. That is the only way to operate in Nigeria. You cannot operate in Nigeria as an intelligent person. That is why you will see a professor rigging election for somebody who did not have common entrance, did not pass common entrance exam. You will see a professor rigging election for somebody who is certificateless to serve under the very person. That is what Nigeria has made everybody to be. And when you see the action of this man, the way he spoke, when I was listening to him, the only thing I picked up from that, the information he was trying to give is a one-line information that you can just say it in one line and let people go. But he ended up wasting people's time for a very long time. Spend almost 10 minutes or 15 minutes talking rubbish. And when I looked at it, I thank Chukwu Okamara, first of all, he took responsibility for everything he said there and said it is his own word, that he doesn't have anything to do with Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. And he admitted that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will be angry with that very nonsense he was doing. Because he said that even if Mazi Nnamdi Kanu gets angry, that he is doing it on his behalf. To show you that they know what they are doing. This man came out, somebody who is defending the indigenous people of Biafra. You said you are defending Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. And you know what Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is fighting for? You know the reason why Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have lost his two parents? Because of Biafra. He has lost everything he has, including his career and his life on the line. And all of a sudden, you came out and you said that you are now telling us that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has to hands off the struggle as a condition to release him. You are forcing Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to hands off the struggle. And even you are coming out now to speak on behalf of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu that he has hands off the struggle for his release. But I thank you, Kokama, that you said that whatever you say there is your own responsibility, not Mazi Nnamdi Kanu that sent you. It is your own word. Every Biafran, you know, for a very long time, these people have been pinpointed, and our Prime Minister have said that these people are bought over. They are not working for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. But some of us didn't believe. That's why I say in every information I call from Prime Minister, what you have to do is to just be patient a little bit. When you see a position being made by a Prime Minister, be patient a little bit. You are going to see it very, very clear in your own eyes. Today, do you still have any doubt that these people were working for the government? Is there any doubt that they're working for government? And when you check them from their ERAT to their Department of Saboteur and their government, you see the way they are moving. Those ones who are in the Department of Saboteur, you see them, some of them are resigning, joining the Nigerian government. Some of them are going for sabbatical leave. Some of them are busy preaching one thing or the other. And when you come to the lawyers side, the lawyers are telling you to join Nigerian government. Can you now see the demarcation? That all this while we have been on our own, fighting for the freedom of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, while they themselves we are fighting to merge Mazi Nnamdi Kanu with the Zululand Republic. That was why it got to a stage when they began to preach a propaganda. They were telling us that it is Mazen Nandekano versus Mazen Simon Ekpa. And some of you are surprised. How do you mean? They come to them, they use their media to preach that propaganda. They say Mazen Nandekano versus Mazen Simon Ekpa. They started it by bringing out a letter. That Mazen Nandekano wrote a letter and said, stop sit at home. That Mazen Simon Ekpa is disobeying Mazen Nandekano. That Mazen Nandekano is not part of anything Mazen Simon Ekpa say. Anytime they come online, they say Mazen Nandekano said, Mazen Nandekano said, Mazen Nandekano said. They try to push Mazen Nandekano against Mazen Simon Ekpa. They try to confuse the Biafran people so that we think that Mazen Simon Ekpa and Mazen Nandekano are on loggerheads. But they didn't succeed because we were focused. We saw it coming. When that propaganda was being cooked, we saw it coming. We were focused. And we continue to hammer that the original IPOB of Mazen Nandekano remains alive. And Mazen Simon Ekpa is in charge. Every single thing that Mazen Simon Ekpa is doing today are all the planned things, the things that Mazen Nandekano would have done, even more if he's with us. Even more. Every single thing he's implementing today. These are things that Mazen Nandekano had drawn down, but there was nobody around him. No single person around him, not even one person. Mazen Nandekano have been alone for more than a decade, fighting for Biafra. And I applaud him. When you see the kind of people that Mazen Nandekano managed up to this stage, if you see the kind of people Mazen Nandekano managed, you'll be wondering, how did Mazen Nandekano manage to control this kind of human beings for more than a decade? But I thank Chukwu Okeke. Chukwu Okeke used them when it was necessary to make them, to bring the name of Biafra up. They shouted with their blackmail and whatever they did. Biafra was going up until when they got to the stage of restoration that we are today. In this restoration stage, there is nothing any man can do. The right person has come on board. And the only thing you can do today is to obey simple instruction and focus. Today, we don't need to tell you who to listen to. We don't need to tell you, oh, don't listen to lawyers, don't expect lawyers. We have been saying it from the beginning. The freedom of Mazen Nandekano is not in the hand of the lawyers, not in the hand of the judges, not in the hand of the zoo, not in the hand of the international community. It is in your hand that is watching us here. Every one of us, Biafran, the indigenous people of Biafra, the freedom of Mazen Nandekano is in your hand. That is why you must obey every single instruction that is being passed by our Prime Minister. If you do not obey instruction, you are not doing yourself any good. But if you obey every single instruction, it will be as easy as ABC. When it comes to leadership, they say that Biafran don't have a leader. But let me tell you, we are the greatest people who are lucky about leadership. When it comes to leader, we are very, very lucky to get good leaders. Look at Mazen Nandekano, unbribable. Against all odds, they have done everything they can. They couldn't break him down. Look at Mazen Simon Ekpa. How many people will stand what Mazen Simon Ekpa have stood for more than 2 years now? Do you know that there were some people who came to this IPOB genuinely to support Mazen Nandekano, but they ran away because of this pressure that you see Mazen Simon Ekpa facing now? There has been numerous people that came sincerely with their hearts to join Mazen Nandekano for the liberation. Educated people, talented people, wealthy people. But these idiot criminals, they blackmailed them. The blackmail was so much that they ran away. Some of them even at a stage, they began to fight that thing they came to protect. They began to fight it because they couldn't stand the blackmail that was brought against them. Genuine people. If not that our Prime Minister himself was ordained for this mission, he knows what he was called for. Just check, more than 2 years. They recruited 500,000 E-rats. Every platform was about him. As if the E-rats are not enough, the Nigerian government, it got a time when the whole politicians became social media warriors. Every politician go to their platform, they are talking about Mazen Simon Ekpa. Nigerian government joined. The Senate joined. And he stood his ground. They went to the extent of even issuing a bounty on his head. It was so terrible. And he stood the ground until today. Look at today. Today, finally, every one of them is falling out. They are falling out like smoke. They are just disappearing like smoke. Some of them that we used to talk together. Some of them we used to broadcast the way I'm broadcasting here now. Some of them were part of us in the media. All of a sudden, they woke up and they say they didn't see what they saw again. Today, they have now come back and realized, oh, we made mistake. But they don't have the boldness to apologize openly. That is the danger of lying, the danger of committing unnecessary crimes, doing things you are not sure of, out of greed, envy, and jealousy. My fellow Biafrans that are watching, wherever you are watching this program from, we have only one commander now. There's only one command that you must follow. The Biafra Republic Government in Exile knows the road. There is no doubt about that. You know, during the time of Mazen Nandegan, the only question we used to hear in those days was, show us your roadmap. That question was asked almost every place you speak. You will see people come, show us your roadmap. Show us your roadmap. Today, are they asking that question? They don't ask that question. The person in charge today knows the road. And he will tell you what he wants to do, when he wants to do it, and how he's going to do it. He has told us several times the way we're going to get Biafra. That Biafra is being fought in three phases. It's being fought politically, it's being fought diplomatically, it's being fought in armed struggle. And you see everything he's telling you about, you will see them practically, you will see them happening. Whatever contribution you make today in this very struggle, you don't need to say you want to investigate, you see the effect of your contributions on daily basis. Nothing is hidden. Sometimes even people see that as a fault in our Prime Minister, that he doesn't hide anything. Some people see that as a fault, that he doesn't hide any plan. He will come and tell you what he will do, and he will go ahead and do it. Every Biafran that is watching this program, wherever you are watching us from, I urge you to please and please pick up a responsibility. We are in a very tough time now. There's no more time. We are in a very critical time, a time that your contribution is highly needed. It is now very clear that we are on our own. The freedom of Mazen Nanegano is in our hands. We have no other person anywhere. We have been saying it a long time, that the lawyers are on their own. They are not with Mazen Nanegano, but people don't believe it. But finally, they have come to make a statement. And you see that statement, he wrote it, that statement, he wrote it from home. He wrote a full scarf of preaching, General Overseer. It was all about preaching, reading Bible from A to Z. After reading Bible, and he told us to go and join Nigeria. That he is fighting for his own Nigeria. There's no other nation like Nigeria. This is kind of confused people you see in that Zoological Republic. Confused people. They will say something today, tomorrow they are saying a different thing. They will say something today too. And when you look at them, it is always about their own selfish interests. It is about them. Every single one of them in the zoo, it is about them. That statement you saw him making, it's about him. The excuse is given, it is about him. Biafrans, the time has come for us to take up our responsibility. The time has come for us to be whom we want to be. The time has come for us to take this challenge to another level. We must not give up. We must not. Do not listen to rumors and blackmail. There is one single thing that connects every one of us. One single target that we have. That collective interest of the Biafran who should be where you focus. It does not matter who is in or who is out. One single interest that we have, collective interest, is freedom. Any of your brother or your sister that is pursuing that freedom, support him or her with all your strength, as long as that person is genuine. In this era, we are no longer seeking for the way forward. We're not seeking for who is the leader or who has the right message. The messenger whom Chukwukema has given us is there. All you need to do is to obey every instruction that comes from him. Obey, don't wait. When he says go, go. When he says stop, stop. If you joke with the information coming from our Prime Minister, you are only exposing yourself to danger. And I have said this several times. Anything you hear from the Prime Minister of Biafra Government in Exile, take it serious. Even when he is joking. Even when he is laughing. Whatever information that comes from him, Take it serious. That is the only way to survive in this evil day. We will soon start the next stage of the curfew. Our Prime Minister have said it before, that in time to go, in some few days, that announcement be made so that you can know the next phase we are going to enter. In that next phase, some people will be happy and some people will cry. Are you among those who's going to be happy? Ask yourself. Or are you among those who's going to cry? Where do you belong? It is very important that today, every one of us must pick up a responsibility. There must be something you are doing for Biafra. At this time, if there is nothing you are doing at this time, I doubt the kind of Biafran you are. I doubt. It doesn't matter how little it is. Whether a man, a woman, old and young, we all have something we can do. The progress we have made so far must be sustained. It must be sustained. And how do you sustain it? You can only sustain the progress by doubling your effort. Whatever you have been doing in the past, double it. Whatever contribution you've been making in the past, please double it. That is the only way we can make a responsible and reasonable progress and keep this very progress we made, sustain it. Because there is nothing like a question of say, oh, we are going forward, let us wait, tomorrow we'll continue. There's no going back. No pause. And when you see the person that is leading the charge, the Prime Minister of Biafra government in Israel, you should know that he doesn't have that time to pause. He's a man who has experience. He has all it takes for us to move forward. And I tell people, if you know very well the person that is leading the struggle, you have no cause to fear. You have no reason to fear. You have no reason to fear. One of the things they do to Biafrans is to make you feel as if you are committing a crime. When you are fighting for your own right, they make you feel you are committing a crime. Indulging in civil disobedience, they make you feel as if it's a crime. You've committed a crime that nobody has committed in the past. But civil disobedience is your right. It's a democratic way of one expressing himself. More especially when you are dealing with tyrants. By indulging in civil disobedience, we are not committing any crime. We have chosen the most peaceful way to make our demonstration, which is civil disobedience. And when we engage them with the Liberation Army, that is self-defense. Self-defense is the right of the Biafran people. It is the right of every human being living on the planet Earth. Animals defend themselves, plants defend themselves. How much more a human being? Every single thing we are doing today is in line. Is in line. We are dealing with somebody who has the experience. Our Prime Minister has experience in international law. He has a military experience. He's a politician. So what else? How on earth do you think he can make mistake? How on earth do you think he can be wrong? And Chukwu Okikabe appointed him on the assignment. He answered the call and he's doing what he's supposed to do. Every one of us, I beg you in the name of Chukwu Okikabe, if you sincerely want freedom, truly want freedom, today, know that obedience is better than sacrifice. The highest gift you can give today is obedience to instructions. More especially our brothers and sisters in Biafra land. When you hear any information from the Biafra Republic of Israel, obey it. When you hear sit at home, I beg you in the name of Chukwu, sit at home. We are not pleased at the death of anybody. We are not pleased that the Zoological Republic will use anybody for experiment. We don't want that. We have lost a lot of people. A lot of Biafrans have been lost, and we can't continue on that path. That is why you see us coming online on a daily basis, shouting, educating you, and telling you things that will happen when it has not happened, to make sure that the collateral damage is reduced, if possible, to zero. But you have to play your own role. You have to support us. Every one of us, if you're abroad, you reach out to your family back home and let them know what is happening. Your families back home, you tell them, let them know what is happening. Tell them and encourage them to obey instructions. It is to keep them safe. It is for their own good. It is not meant to intimidate them or to showcase muscle or to prove that we know better than them. No. I pray that Chukwu Okikabe will give us that grace, that wisdom to continue to do the needful until the right time comes when we are going to celebrate in Biafra land. Every one of us that is watching this program, wherever you are watching this program from, I urge you in the name of Chukwu Kabiama to tighten up your belt. Tighten up your belt. Freedom doesn't come cheap. Remember, Mazen Nandekan has never promised us an easy ride. Never. He told us that it's going to be tough. Mazen Nandekan have always told us that it will be tough. He has always preached about mental toughness. Why do you think he talked about that? Why do you think that Mazen Nandekan keep talking about mental toughness? Keep talking about consistency? It is because it is not easy. In the era of our Prime Minister, Mazen Samuel, he has also warned. He has told us that it will not be an easy ride. He has always told us to tighten your belt. Mazen Samuel will tell you the next stage is going to be tougher. The next stage is going to be tougher. There was never a time you have been promised cake and biscuit and granite. No. If you sincerely want your freedom, you must prepare yourself. You must be ready to make the sacrifice. Prepare for the sacrifice. No matter the amount of sacrifice for your freedom, do it. It is for yourself. Whatever you are doing, don't think you are doing it for Mazen Nandekan or you're doing it for Mazen Samuel. Take it as your own business. That is how some of us you see here, that is how we take it. Those of us you see, we take Biafra issue as our personal business. That is why we invest our time, we invest our money, we invest everything in us. We invest we risk our own life in it. Because it's about us, about our future. But when you begin to treat it as it is Mazen Nandekan you are doing it is Mazen Samuel you are doing, that is why you are slacking. When you are being called upon to do anything, you will not come out because you think you are doing it for someone else. It is for yourself. If you do good in this era, you do yourself. You do bad, you do yourself. The earlier you wake up and face reality, the better for all of us. Thank you, my beloved brothers and sisters. My minister, take over.
Okay, Una, well done, Una. Thank you so much. Una, sorry, say I come late. Effin, I greet you. How you doing? All Biafrans, I give you a shout out. We win. We win and we win. And we go there always the win, they go. At Wale, now we the win. And we go the win, they go. I greet you, my honorable ministers in the house. Thank you for being there when you are needed. Only God will reward every one of you, including me. I follow.
Yes, sir.
So thank you. At that Biafra, it be like say code done the catch now for that Eliza compound. Well, not day.
Now so it be
now well done. So Biafrans, I greet you now. I greet you, Bam Bam Bam. I greet you, Mazi Shooks. I greet you, Ada Biafra. And our leader, Mazi Nandekano. Boza. Only you. Now you the win. If it no be you, therefore don't take us. Now by now, so they hear the news. They kidnapped 20 girls yesterday. They kidnapped 10 girls there. They kidnapped 50 men. They buy those ones. Now sorry for the beef for our land, but because you took it upon yourself and they stood kidigbam, nothing that happened. They move, you say you no go move. They push, you say you no go push. And you are paid the price continuously. You pay the price again and again and again. So we love you, Mazen Nandekan. Anywhere you are, we still love you and we will always love you.
Yes.
So our Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Ekpa, I greet you as well. And I greet you for being there. If not you as well, their original plan was to silence everybody. But thank God for bringing you, and you came in and you answered the call when you were called. And every member of the cabinet, I thank you all. I love you all. And I encourage everyone to stay to remain steadfast. And all the sabos, all the blackmailers, all the saboteurs, I give una to too, because you go saboteur, sabotage, saboteur, sabotage, sabotage. You go sabotage, you go sabotage, you go saboteur, saboteur, sabotage. Only you. Sete, you no go see wetin you go sabotage again. You no go see wetin you go sabotage. You no go fit sabotage. You no go fit sabotage. Nothing. So continue anywhere you are, continue. But if your mind tell you say wetin you dey do dey good, continue. But if you tell you say e no dey good, my brother, repent. Because ụtalị a na-awụzie n'azụ isi na ọkwa Chukwu na-awụ ụrọ mmadụ na-awụ, ọ na-awụ ụtalị n'azụ isi steadily. So I must say thank you all, Biafrans, anywhere you are watching from. Thank you. One love. So Mazi Sonny just called me now. He said he has some little technical issue. He can't even come back here again. So we will do our best and we'll go round up. Today I don't know how far away una don go. I beg make una no vex, but this erudite lawyer and Okokome, they have been using us. Could you imagine that if I need your for in an interview yesterday said that the judges were even gracious to hold up their case. Thank God we get Ada Biafra here. Ada Biafra, I want to ask you a question. In Supreme Court, if somebody carry you go Supreme Court, you know fit, your lawyer no fit defend you for Supreme Court. You go sit down, anything where court to talk, judges talk for Supreme Court, you go carry. You know fit challenge anything there.
I was still waiting to be called, to come to that.
Okay,
because,
good. Did you wait? Sorry. Did you listen to Ifeanyi Ejiofor interview?
That man, he makes me nauseate. I don't like listening to him. I don't like. I didn't listen to him.
The yesterday own, particularly the yesterday own. Did you listen to it?
No.
You need to listen to it. Then you will have something to tell us. Let me on my listen. You will listen. You go listen to Rambo. Where the other day. You have to listen to it because thank God you are here. So you are the one that will analyze it for us, not be me. Let me just on this thing so we continue. Sorry for coming in late and delaying us. All right, come on. Hey, I go call and let her beg you on it. Just give me a second. I will put. Aha, I don't see him. So now.
Good afternoon, everybody. Good afternoon. Have been done and dusted. So let me use this opportunity to briefly update.
Una dey hear am?
Biafrans on what happened.
Una dey hear am?
Of course,
I know they hear una.
Increase the volume.
It don't finish.
Okay, let's manage it then.
So as you are, we will have two appeals before the Supreme Court. Appeal number 1361. That's the main appeal filed by the federal government. And the appeal number 1394. That is the appeal filed to challenge the order granted by the Court of Appeal, staying in the execution of judgment of the court, same court delivered on the 13th of October 2022. So, and however, today the both appeals came up for hearing. And first of all, the court had the main appeal, which is an appeal number 1361, then which deals with appeal filed by the federal government challenging the judgment of the Court of Appeal. And of course, you are aware with cross appeal, same part of judgment, some part of judgment, sections of the judgment that has to do with status of IGBO. So that's was what they refer to cross appeal, which we did in respect of an appeal. So today, the Chief Canada BSA and also was in the proceedings of today. The advocacy and argument was delivered by Dr. Michael Zeko, who has been giving us the matter. So it was a very wonderful session before the court. The entire argument was taken and views adopted. Consequently, adjourned to 15th of December 2023 for hearing. It's so important for judgment, judgment. So it's also important to emphasize, also to clarify, because before now, we have two pending applications before the court, which is application for bail, and second one is application for transfer to prison. So I'm aware the matter was coming up today for hearing on the main appeal. So the lead counsel and the University of were on the view, which is the correct position of the law, that don't want to entertain any application that will be ready in the proceedings of today. But if they have mentioned that any of the application, this appeal will not be had, and it will work gravely against the interests of the man in America. So they prefer to go with the main appeal, which is type of hearing, and which will take care of many issues raised on those applications. So having been heard and adjourned for that, they apply for those applications to be withdrawn. So now the course is clear. Also, the one that has the second appeal has to do with our appeal against the other state decision of judgment of the Court of Appeal was probably co-directed and should be applied by the judgment of the Court of Appeal and somewhat consolidated. So the judgment on both will be delivered on December 15th. So that's what simply happened in court today. And we thank God that most importantly, the appeal was had today because we had issue with dates. Of course, we are aware. The matter was originally adjourned to 14th of September for hearing before within the period of Supreme Court vacation. So it became an issue getting a fresh date. So which Professor Michael recommended did everything humanly possible to ensure that we this date given to us. So I commend him and also commend the team who work assiduously to ensure that we give the best for Onyenumazu Nnamdi in particular and BIAFRA in general. So today is a very wonderful day. The legal hostilities ended today in court. So I'm waiting judgment. So we have to go back and start praying. We've done our own part as well. So also very important to observe that let's say Chief Canada BSA saying that came in, commended the team led by Chief Michael commend for Matt. So I commend everybody to remain calm and prayerful. And also to keep their eyes on the ball, most importantly. So people should not be derailed, not be deceived by those who nations. No harm will be for you, no accident of the nation. And for us who are in on December 2, 15 to 23, a lot of issues with this appeal in our cross appeal. So I continue to urge us to maintain this, remain focused, because a lot are happening. Because characters are coming all over the places to the public to infiltrate and probably prevent people not to understand the purpose of what they are doing. So I encourage them to remain focused and prayerful in the circumstance. We have between now and December 15 to get judgment. And I can assure you that justice will be served on this case. On this case, come 15th of December 2023. Thank you so much for coming. My prayers for those that traveled away from East and all over the places to be part of this proceedings of today, that God will grant you all journeys back to the destinations. No harm will befall you, no accident of the nation. And for us who are also moving around, okay, day and night, God will continue to be the speak of this is this contract community. God shall continue to guide us and direct our path. So that's the most important thing. And I believe in justice and we'll get it. Thank you and God bless. Bless you for being part of this proceeding and for coming. Thank you.
Thank you, Lord Justice.
Yes, thank you very much for work well done. All of us will solve everything by ourselves. Master, today court case has been fought very hard to make sure by your team to make sure this marginal legal case is started today. Master, what was your expectation? And the date is the final judgment December 15. Are you okay with that?
The most important thing is that we have to, in Supreme Court, as a matter of fact, they don't usually give dates. They will tell you that they will reserve judgment for a date to be communicated to parties. So in this case, they were gracious enough to give us date. So I understand it.
Okay, now the first question they asked him, are you okay with the Supreme Court decision of December 15th? And he replied, did you hear him? You heard him?
No, I didn't get it. Please help me with.
Okay.
Because you are closing.
He replied to them that it's okay, that the Supreme Court even did well. In fact, that they don't usually give dates, that they are even gracious enough to answer them and they call their case up. That means that the case, the Supreme Court, this is supposed to happen, I think, in September last month, and they postponed it because they said they were going on holidays. So now it was called up today, and the Disebifan Ejiofor is now telling the journalists that they should be content, he is happy. He is so much happy that the judges are even gracious. This is how he said it, that the judges are even gracious to have called up their case today. This is the first question. You want me to go on, or you want to say anything on this?
No, thank you. Let me just say what I feel about this whole thing. We all know that Ejiofor is he's toying about with our Onyendu.
And they don't go work for him.
He is toying about with Onyendu. The QC, Mr. Ezekome, he was trained by a very well-renowned judge in Nigeria called Mr. Ganifa Wemi. And Ganifa Wemi is a judge that everybody in Nigeria respects. So when I saw that Mr. Ezekome came into our Onyendu's legal team, I was very happy. And, with time, I started noticing some changes in him, especially when Onyendu was having a hearing. He went to America. And I was wondering, who is going to be the lead counsel during our Onyendu's hearing? That was when I lost hope in that very man. First of all, our Onyendu was discharged by High Court. And by the way our Onyendu was renditioned, the High Court made a decision that there is no court in Nigeria that has jurisdiction over Onyendu's case. And they awarded him 500 million compensation. As it stands now, there is what they call in law judicial precedent. And what judicial precedent means, though, in ascending order, it means that the lower courts, which is the county court, the magistrate court, or the crown court, will be following the decisions of the high court or Supreme Court. And you can only go to Supreme Court from high court if you are not satisfied. And you can do that only when you have a fresh evidence against your opponent. And if your opponent wins in the high court, you have a new evidence, then you can go to Supreme Court. And by virtue of the procedures, a high court judge can sit in the Supreme Court. So now the Supreme Court, I can understand now that this case, it was Onyendu who appealed the decision of the court or the decision of the government to still.
No, wait. After Onyendu was discharged last year, October.
Yes.
They didn't do. I want to ask you another question. Onyendu in appeal court won them. Appeal court discharged them. Discharged Onyendu.
Yes.
Were they not supposed to, when Nigeria government say they will not let him go, the council of Onyendu, the team, were they not supposed to take appeal or take what are their name, the done and dusted and his team? Were they not supposed to take Nigeria to court, or are they supposed to wait for Nigeria to take them back to court?
No, I was thinking that it was Onyendu who took this matter to Supreme Court.
No,
Nigeria government.
Yes.
The Onyendu legal team, they're supposed to continue to mitigate on Onyendu's behalf, to speak to what the High Court said. Because the way Onyendu was renditioned, there is no court in Nigeria that has jurisdiction over his, because this involves national and international court or international law. Onyendu is not supposed to be judged by any court in Nigeria. They have no jurisdiction. But from this done and dusted barrister, they do not put enough legal fight for Onyendu. They don't. They don't make any representation. There is no how Mr. Ezekome will be saying anything on behalf of Nigeria, because that is conflict of interest. Exactly. He is Onyendu's representative. He should be talking on behalf of Onyendu, even when he accepted to represent Mr. Peter Obi. That was still breach of the rules, because it is also conflict of interest, because Peter Obi do not believe in Biafra. So there is no how Ezekome will be playing from north to south. His legal profession, I mean his level now, if it is in this country, you can even sue him for negligence, because they are not representing Onyendu properly.
They are not.
You know, and when Onyendu has court hearing, they have rights to ask for their client to be brought to the court. They don't even know how he is faring. They will just walk like people going on a path walk to court, and they do not put any legal fight at all, because they are compromised. If they are no longer interested in representing Onyendu, they can go and do what they call, sorry, I've forgotten. They will just tell the judge that they will tell the judge that this case, they are no longer capable of representing Onyendu, that Onyendu can seek for another legal rep. And they will go. The judge will allow them to go. And they will go and inform Onyendu to instruct another representative, because they have been messing Onyendu's case up from day one. You know, the legal process and the legal procedure is a total sham. is a total sham. They are not representing Onyendu properly because no court in Nigeria has jurisdiction, whether Supreme Court or lower court. But Onyendu has right, you know, to take Nigeria government to Supreme Court on the evidence that he has been discharged based on the fact that he was illegally abducted. This is illegality. We are talking of illegality now. So how come the barristers or his legal team are still allowing courts to defer his case or adjourn it till December 15th? They are not supposed to do that.
They are supposed, because, sorry, Ifeanyi said, Barrister Ifeanyi Ejiofor said that they are even happy that the judges were gracious enough to call up their case to postpone it.
Well, I don't know what else to say. Like I said, they are representing Onyendu negligently and not properly. They are not fit to be Onyendu's because they are all compromised.
Exactly.
There is no how you will come and be praising the man, incarcerating your client that he did well. You should be challenging them, throwing legal punch, you know, by making it clear to the judges in the Supreme Court, because some of those judges are the ones that sit in High Court. Any High Court judge can preside case in the Supreme Court.
Thank God you are the one. Thank God, because all these things you are saying, I know, say, common sense go tell you this. I've been asking, why wouldn't Ifeanyi Ejiofor, Michael Okoko, and the rest of them take Nigeria to court for not allowing their client to go?
Yes. Yes. What I expected yesterday or 2 days ago, you know, was for them, especially I don't know whether he's barrister Ezekome or QC Ezekome. Can you imagine his level? A QC representing somebody, and you cannot defend your client properly.
Wait,
it's a very big shame.
Don't run fast. Don't run fast. Something that entered what you are saying now is coming. Biafrans, the person speaking is a legal counsel. So it's good that she is explaining it, because if Nami the talker, una go say I no go school. So it's good that somebody that knows the law is now explaining the law. Let's go. Listen to this one again.
And schedule of work. So we have been exercising patience since June 29, 2021, and I believe we have less than 2 months of the advance for the judgment. And the most important thing, let's just start. And as has been rightly said by the Silk, my next Silk, Professor Michael Document, and she cannot be said during the press conference, during after the cross session. We continue to call on the federal government to release Mazen Nnamdi unconditionally. Because the fact remains that Nnamdi Kanu has been discharged. Then, of all enactments and criminal charges against him, that's number one. By Bishop Judgment of the Court of Appeal delivered on October 13, 2020. Then the court proceeded that to restrain, to prohibit his further detention or further prosecution or any form of indictment before the court again. The court prohibited it and directed the federal government to release him unconditionally. So, and to tell you the nature of this order, we appeal the subsequently the same court of different panel sat and granted an order staying the execution of the payment of the same court. Then we appeal against it. We appeal against it in an appeal number SC 1394 pending before the Supreme Court today. I'll tell you one funny thing that happened in this appeal. When we appealed, when we file this appeal against that order, that's unprecedented order. The federal government of Nigeria filed our case of appeal objection challenging the competence, and we responded. You will not believe that apart from that period of the fact that we no file responded brief in response to our appellate brief, the referendum process, because there's no law availing the circumstance for them to rely upon. They have no law to rely upon in justifying the order, whether which was granted without decision of the court. Are you with me? So that's to tell the nation how grave the order, how grave the understanding of the decision of the government of appeal appears, because there's no law in earth. This order granted under relying on civil proceedings, civil rules of the court, and civil precedent of the Supreme Court. There's no provisions under the extant regulation of court of appeal that allows such an order to be granted. State illusion of liberty of a citizen. It doesn't happen. It's unprecedented. And to further demonstrate the sourceless of what they did, the federal government have no place to rely upon. They have no authority to rely upon in filing the respondent brief in that appeal. Today, and it's adopted today. So that will tell you the how serious how confounded in law that order is. Right? So thank God that we've taken everything. We are waiting to the full review, the Supreme Court, which will be delivered on the 15th. I urge us to remain calm. I know it's a matter of time. And I still join the leadership to make the community, Chief Gaya saying, who called the federal government to give it, because there's no justification for public detention. There's no justification whatsoever. If there's any justification for detaining him in breach or in violation of the Judgment of Court of Appeal delivered on 13th October 2022, they will have stated it in their responded to the file challenge against that order. No justification whatsoever. So detention today remains illegal, unconstitutional, and a broad violation of the stamp laws and also the other orders. Right? So we call upon government to do the needful by releasing him unconditionally and allowing him to go. Thank you. Even before government is delivered on 15th of September, they have the liberty, they have the time to release him and ask him to go in compliance with the Judgment of Court. Thank you.
Thank you, Pastor. Another question is this. I discovered that in the court, both parties did not argue over the case. Was it that it was predetermined, or because both parties just agreed? I was expecting my executive to argue to, reduce or bring back the date because of the condition of the.
This is Supreme Court.
Now, the question is this. The journalist asked the Dun and Dusted. I was surprised that in the court, nobody, both the Nigeria and the Mazen and the Ghana councils, nobody challenged or argued or say anything. Was it predetermined or was it agreement before the court? Because as the judges were reading out their decision, you were nodding your head. Nigerian lawyers were nodding their head. So let us hear what Ifeanyi Ejiofor replied.
And once they mentioned
no, because he asked him. The important question is, again, he asked him, why didn't they argue? Why didn't you and your team argue to bring back the date? Because December 15 is too far. He said that in Supreme Court, they don't give dates. Is that true? He said it, not me. The video is out there, not me. Wait, I don't know. Let me rewind it. Maybe you hear better.
Let us. Can I?
I hear you. I'm listening.
Yeah. You see, from the question that journalist asked, any sensible person would know that that journalist is more experienced than a Geoffrey.
Oh.
You know, most of these journalists, they are allowed to court.
Yeah, he was in the court.
Yes, they are allowed into different court hearings. And when you keep going to court hearings on several occasions, you will start having experience like a legal person, you know. So that journalist threw a direct question to him, and very pertinent. You know, when people work in clique, they all, you know, agreement doesn't take time for them. That nodding of head for all of them is like a phone call that they have previously made, because they come to court to pay lip service to the injustice they do to any victim of theirs, like unfortunate Onyendu. The judge, the Ezekome, what's his name, Barrister Joffo, they have all discussed this. And you know that Nigeria has nothing to do again with Onyendu. It is our Igbo people holding Onyendu there.
Exactly.
So they only go there like because somehow they know that like people like you, and they are also aware that our leader is incarcerated. Onyendu's case is a highly sensitive case. But with somebody like a Geoffrey, his case is like a child's play.
Exactly.
And the judges are now following them. Because when they say that no court in Nigeria, that includes the Supreme Court.
Exactly.
No court in Nigeria has jurisdiction. I mean, what else? You know? What else do you think? Now, Onyendu's legal reps, they got in there. What they should have done, whether Onyendu is there present or not, what they should have done is to address the decision of October. What was said? Well, this thing he's telling them here, sometimes he says things that are not legal or that does not concern Onyendu's case, because he feels that all these people, they are not legal professionals, they don't know what is going on, so he can use any term to deceive them and give them any gimmick he likes, and they will just go. Ejiofor is not a professional lawyer. He cannot represent a rat. Unfortunately, I thought there was a time our prime minister was saying that Ejiofor is not should be, you know, excluded from the legal team. And it baffles me that somebody like Ezekome, who is, I think he's a QC level now, is behaving this way. Onyendu is not getting represented properly at all. They should go there and throw what we call legal punch. Because your client has been discharged and acquitted on the grounds that he was brought back illegally. Nigeria is a country. Somebody representing them should know that Nigeria breached the international rule of law and the national rule of law. They did not follow the due process in bringing Onyendu back. That is when Supreme Court would have been having right to keep adjourning his case from this month to the other month. But the High Court that knows what is the legal procedure and the legal process, they just nailed the whole thing by discharging Onyendu and acquitting him. Malami said that time that they didn't mention acquittal. What sort of country is this? Okay. Even Malami is not a legal professional. So judges that sit at High Court, they are top judges. They are not like trainee solicitors who just finished from legal law school the other day. They know what they are doing. And do you know that those judges were all transferred from Abuja because they did justice? They followed the law, both national law and the international law. That is what is right to be done. To go there and remind Supreme Court, because they should know better. Even Supreme Court, they don't even know what they are doing because they're all bribed. Supreme Court should have followed the decision of the High Court, because those judges there and the ones in the Supreme Court, they are the same level. Because it makes nonsense of legal proceedings in Nigeria and the judiciary generally. They said they have no jurisdiction. It didn't say if you go to Supreme Court or Supreme Court can challenge it. They said no court in Nigeria has jurisdiction, and that is it. And this is the thing that it is the legal area, the point that his legal representatives will be making. But you said now that the journalist said that he's nodding his head. That's not up. Just use your mouth to talk and represent your client properly.
Agreement is agreement, too.
Yes, like I said, they all have agreed. They must have agreed. You know, yesterday I was reading our Prime Minister's Twitter handle, and he was accusing Hope Uzodinma. You know, their election is coming and he wants to come back. So there is a clique. All of them that connived to bring Onyendu back, they are still in league. They are still working together. They are still working together because Onyendu has nothing to do with Nigeria anymore. They should have left him to go. And that's what the court says. And this is what they should be stressing on. They cannot be transferring Onyendu because this is not like a hearing anymore. This is a man that has been discharged and he's now illegally detained. And this is the new evidence that they would have used to go to Supreme Court. As I said before, that if you follow what they call judicial precedent, a court being bound by the decision of the other court, they will just go there and say that our client has been detained illegally after being discharged by the High Court. And High Court said that no court in Nigeria has jurisdiction. I don't think that in a sane country, any Supreme Court will go ahead to decide that case because the case is finished. It's finished. And this man has been detained illegally. Onyendu has right to sue Nigerian government for illegal detention from that October 2022 till now. And he's not well. His lawyers did not seize this opportunity to ask the court that they should make a decree or a law that, you know, an order that Onyendu should be taken to hospital on grounds of ill health. So he will come out and be telling you it's done and dusted. What has been done and what is dusted? You know, the man, I don't understand him. He is very incompetent. Honestly, he is very, very incompetent. And that's why that journalist was asking him, why were you nodding your head? And he will come and tell you that the Supreme Court, that they did very well. Did well in what? Your client is not well, very, very sick. Your client has been discharged and acquitted on grounds of the way he was abducted illegally, detained for 2 years and 4 months now. And you are telling us it's done and dusted. What has been done? Absolutely nothing. You know? So I don't understand. I'm so disappointed in Ezekome's position in this whole case. I'm so disappointed. Even a student in this country, maybe they call them trainee solicitors, can represent Onyendu. I'm telling you, and represent him very well.
Even me, myself, me.
So Onyendu is just at the mercy of his enemies.
Exactly.
Yes, he's at the mercy of his enemies. This is when you tell people this in this country, they will just they won't say a word because they wouldn't want to abuse your country in your presence, because by paper most of us we are still Nigerians, but you know, by way of our struggle we are Biafrans because we still have that green passport. And if you go there, you see your name in their list. You know, those people, I don't know if our prime minister has power to discharge this legal team and get new lawyers for Onyendu.
That is
You know, even if it is his family or his wife or anybody can discharge them on behalf of Onyendu, or go there and tell Onyendu, because Onyendu has no case again to answer. I don't know why they adjourned it till December. And that will show you that is not how court makes decision. If they make decision and they tell you, oh, maybe next week or in 2 weeks' time, you will get our decision, but they adjourned it all the way till December.
Yeah.
Maybe December now, they will tell you March 2014.
Thunder go fire
That
them.
will show you that this is a deliberate, it's a very deliberate act. Deliberate and very deceitful. Very unprofessional and very incompetent lawyers, unfortunately. So, my brother, do you have any other question for us to discuss?
I think you have trashed all that Ejiofor were able to give, or he has been giving people with Mike as the comment, because all their lives, you see, all these their lives, lies and lies and lies. That's what they have been giving people. And as for me, I've never believed them before.
Please, my brothers, permit me to say something. You know, with due respect to Onyendu's family, Onyendu is from their family, but he is our leader. No, I'm just...
His family, they don't have any respect.
Yeah, I'm just trying to suggest something.
Okay, I'm listening.
We need to be serious about this. His legal team, they are not doing very well, especially for the fact that Onyendu is very sick now. They don't even address that issue at all. They don't.
It's not their problem now. That one is not their business.
Yes. So why don't Biafrans do away with this legal team? Mazi Chuks, can you help, please?
Okay, Chuks.
You see, on that very, what you are saying is that is a call that the Prime Minister have made that call very long time ago. The Prime Minister made that call and he gave that directive that the family, I think the family are the ones that has the right to remove those legal whatever and replace them. And at a point in time, I think they issued a statement about didn't know how far they went to it, or maybe, you know, the issue is that Onyendu is surrounded by a bunch of enemies, right, left, and center. There's no any place he can lay his hand, or there's nobody standing for him. He's just on his own. That is just the problem, because Prime Minister made that call. The call was made to remove Ejiofor and co from that legal team. And that time, I think the family issued a statement. They wrote Canon Takan or whatever, wrote on Twitter, and they said that they have been sacked. I don't know. Nobody knew how he went about that. They are sacking, or maybe he went the legal way, or he didn't go it normally. Nobody know how he did it. And since then, Ejiofor has still continued to parade himself. And Ejiofor now became more active since this man betrayed himself. What is Ejimako? When Ejimako was there, Ejimako, I think that one is the family lawyer. Ejimako was a kind of fronting himself. He was doing some things better than then. This Ejiofor wasn't Ifeanyi Ejiofor wasn't active. But since they succeeded in buying Ejimako too, Ejimako sold out and began to speak from both sides of his mouth. Ifeanyi Ejiofor came back fully again. And the funniest thing is that as it stands today, we are not even sure if these people sees Mazen Nandekan at all.
You see?
The Ejiofor himself, nobody is sure if he sees Mazen Nandekan, because before the betrayal of Ejimako, he has stopped seeing Mazen Nandekan. Mazen Nandekan doesn't speak to him.
Yeah.
Before the betrayal of Ejimako, he has stopped seeing Mazen Nandekan. As at then, he was completely out of it. He only became active after they succeeded in convincing Ejimako. He became active again. And as it stands though, nobody is sure if Mazen Nandekan can grant that man out there, because I can tell you that Mazen Nandekan know exactly what Ifeanyi Ejiofor is doing. Mazen Nandekan doesn't have any trust on him. And that is why you see the kind of blockade they're creating on Mazen Nandekan. They create a strong blockade that they don't even bring him to court.
Yes, this is my wonder.
It is the lawyers that
is Awonyendu still alive? That is my wonder. No, because when you have a client, what you do is that your client, a day to the hearing, you go and have a conference with your client.
Awonyendu is alive, very much alive. The problem is that this done and dusted with his group, they don't see Awonyendu. After that court of
they block everybody, every genuine person that will go there, they block the person.
They have never seen Awonyendu. The only person that sees Awonyendu was Aloy. And then they found a way and they brought Aloy over. So now, I don't know who sees him, but the truth is that Awonyendu is very much alive. The only thing is that his health is not good.
Yes.
So whenever he comes out, the first thing is just to take care of him, his health, and get his health done and dusted. So that is it. No, by the grace of God, Awonyendu will come out, because definitely Awonyendu, they don't have anything against him. They were delaying him because Ifeanyi Ejiofor and the co, they were working with or they are working with the so-called Igbo elites that we are hoping for president. From president, they went to vice president. From vice president, they went to senate president. From senate president, they went to what they call the labor prefect. Now, labor prefect, and then they control work with the school that time now. Labor master. They don't think, they don't reason. Biafrans, the reasons for all these things, my own view is that you see court today trying to release Awonyendu tomorrow is because of what we are doing. It's not because they went to court. I've been saying this from day one, and people said, hey, keep quiet, you don't know anything, you're not a lawyer. There are things that you don't need to be a lawyer, you will know that Nigeria is even tired. That Ohaneze, Wanyamu and Co, they are tired because this is not what they originally planned. The original plan was to take Awonyendu, everybody will go house. They said, now strike the sheep, the shepherd, the sheep will scatter. So this thing now is the original plan. They never knew that Simon Ekpa was somewhere. Unprepared, but more than prepared. So when Simon Ekpa came out, they thought it's something you would threaten, he would disappear. But they were surprised that Simon Ekpa took it and said, I don't sit down, I am fully seated, done and dusted, I am sitting down. I'm not getting up from this.
You know, recently I noticed Ejiofor stomach like a woman pregnant for triplets. A lawyer, somebody who is a lawyer. he doesn't even read anything to update himself. He doesn't see Onyendu. He doesn't want anybody that will tell how Onyendu is looking to come around. And I'm sure he must have indoctrinated, Mr. Ezekome, bribed him with all the millions that they